Welcome back to the Wellness Cues, the space where we help you feel better, think clearer, and live healthier. Today, we're diving into something that silently affects your happiness every single day. It's thinking traps. These mental habits sneak into your thoughts and shape how you feel, without you even realizing it. So let's uncover the 15 most common thinking traps that are making you miserable and how to break free. Number 1. All or nothing thinking. Also known as black and white thinking, is one of the most common and damaging cognitive distortions. It shows up when you view situations in extremes. Everything is either a total success or a complete failure, with no in-between. You might find yourself thinking, if I can't do this perfectly, I won't do it at all, or if one person doesn't like me, I must be unlikable. This trap doesn't allow for human error, learning, or progress. It creates a rigid mental world where anything less than 100% equals zero. This kind of thinking often leads to burnout and avoidance. If you believe perfection is the only option, you might never start at all. For example, if you eat one unhealthy snack on your diet, you might think, I ruined it, might as well give up, instead of acknowledging it as just one small misstep in a bigger journey. The truth is, life is full of gray areas. Most of your progress happens in the middle and the messy, imperfect parts of trying. Learning to recognize and challenge all or nothing thinking allows you to see the bigger picture, have more self-compassion, and keep moving forward even when things aren't perfect. Number 2. Overgeneralization. It's when you take a single negative experience and assume it will always happen again. It's like taking one bad moment and turning it into a lifelong truth. You might say things like, I always mess up, nothing ever works out for me, or people never support me. This trap creates a distorted reality where your brain looks for more evidence to confirm those negative beliefs even when they're not true. Let's say you got rejected after a job interview. Instead of seeing it as just one setback, overgeneralization makes you believe that you're unemployable or that you'll never succeed. Or if one relationship ended badly, your mind might convince you that love never lasts or that you're destined to be alone. These types of thoughts build a mental prison that makes it hard to move forward with hope or confidence. Overgeneralization is sneaky because it hides behind language like always, never, and everyone. These absolute words trick your brain into thinking your past defines your future. But the truth is, one bad experience doesn't mean all experiences will be the same. When you start to challenge this thinking trap, you open yourself up to new possibilities, ones where success, happiness, and connection are still on the table. Number 3. Mental filtering. This happens when you zoom in on one negative detail and ignore everything positive. Even if 10 things went right today, your brain focuses on the one that went wrong. This habit steals your joy and makes you feel like nothing you do is ever good enough. Over time, it fuels anxiety and burnout. Number 4. Disqualifying the positive. This thinking trap goes hand in hand with mental filtering. Even when something good happens, for example, a compliment, a success, or recognition, your mind immediately rejects it. You might say, they didn't really mean that, or that was just luck. Disqualifying the positive kills confidence and keeps you stuck in self-doubt. Number 5. Jumping to conclusions. This one has 2 forms. First, there's mind reading, where you assume you know what others are thinking. You might think, they're mad at me or she doesn't like me, with no evidence. Then there's fortune telling, predicting that things will go badly before they even happen. Both forms of this trap cause unnecessary stress and create problems that don't actually exist. Number 6. Catastrophizing. Catastrophizing is the art of imagining the worst-case scenario and believing it's inevitable. A minor mistake becomes a disaster in your mind. You might spill coffee and think, now my whole day is ruined, or feel a small ache and assume it's a serious illness. This trap fuels chronic worry and robs you of peace. Number 7. Emotional reasoning. This thinking trap tells you that if you feel something, it must be true. If you feel anxious, it means something bad is going to happen. If you feel unworthy, it must mean you're not good enough. Emotional reasoning treats feelings as facts, when in reality, emotions are not always accurate reflections of truth. Number 8. Should statements. This trap is built on unrealistic expectations. You tell yourself, I should be doing more. I should be better, or they shouldn't treat me this way. The constant scolding creates guilt, pressure, and frustration. It makes you feel like you're always behind or failing, even when you're doing your best. Number 9. Labeling. Labeling happens when you define yourself or others with one harsh word. If you make a mistake, you call yourself a failure. If someone disappoints you, they become a jerk. These labels are exaggerated, overly simplistic, and deeply damaging. They prevent growth, forgiveness, and compassion both for yourself and others. Number 10. Personalization. This trap makes everything about you. If someone's upset, you assume it's your fault. If something goes wrong, you take the blame, even when it has nothing to do with you. Personalization creates constant guilt and anxiety because you feel responsible for things beyond your control. Number 11. Blaming. On the flip side, blaming happens when you make everything someone else's fault. You avoid taking responsibility for your emotions or actions and place the blame on others instead. While personalization turns the blame inward, blaming pushes it outward, both leaving you powerless. Neither help you grow. Number 12. Magnifying and minimizing. This trap distorts reality by blowing flaws way out of proportion or shrinking your strengths. You might magnify your mistakes, obsessing over them for days, and minimize your achievements like they don't matter. It distorts your self-image and makes you feel constantly inadequate, even when you're doing well. Number 13. Comparison thinking. You fall into this trap when you constantly measure yourself against others, their success, their looks, their relationships, their timeline. Comparison thinking leads to jealousy, low self-esteem, and even depression. It convinces you that you're falling behind, when in reality, your journey is unique and can't be measured on someone else's path. Number 14. Mind reading. Mind reading is when you assume you know what others think of you, and it's usually something negative. You walk into a room and think, they're judging me, or they probably think I'm boring. Without any proof, your brain creates a false narrative that makes you feel anxious, rejected, or misunderstood. And most of the time, it's completely wrong. Number 15. Rumination. Rumination is the never-ending replay of mistakes, regrets, and what-ifs. You obsess over conversations, relive past failures, and torture yourself with overthinking. While it might feel like you're searching for answers or closure, rumination often traps you in emotional quicksand, making you feel worse instead of helping you heal. If you see yourself in any of these thinking traps, you're not alone. We all fall into them sometimes. But awareness is the first step to change. Start noticing these patterns, challenge them, and be kinder to your mind. You deserve peace. Thanks for watching the Wellness Cues, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs it. See you in the next video.